What is up, guys, and welcome to a video about the new first title update for FIFA 17. I'll be telling you everything that's been added into the game that's new and everything that's been fixed. First, and this was something that I put on my wish list for FIFA 17 that wasn't in the demo, is that there is now the new official 2016-17 Premier League broadcast package as shown in this picture, and it looks pretty decent in my opinion. And while it might seem like a small little add-on, it really adds to the overall immersion of the game. Next up are all the gameplay tweaks that they've made, and the first one is that they've addressed the problem where a situation where cancel was unresponsive after requesting clearance. Now, I've had this problem a few times where you're just looking to get the ball out of the box, get it up the field, but it doesn't do anything, and they can nick, the other opposing team can just nick the ball off you and get a chance from it. The next one is something that I've never had a problem with, is where the penalty shootout should have ended earlier, which I'm assuming is like if you've already got 3 and they haven't scored any, and that should be all over, but it continues to take penalties. The next one is where they've increased the CPU AI tendency to attack directly, and this should really help with the career modes, with the journey, with all the offline moments where the AI, and this has always been a problem with FIFA games, that they've always been too focused on just passing it around the back and never really got forward much. So this should really help everyone, well, it should make it better for everyone to play. And this next one's another one that I've had a bit of a problem with. It's where the players will overrun the ball after a skill move, and if they fix that, it should be a lot better to cut in and to take on players without you running it off the pitch or just taking it too far where the defender can just take the ball off you. Next up, they have increased the chance of error from low crosses or triple tap crosses. I think this is a decent addition. They do seem to be very overpowered. If you can get to the edge of the box, drill it in, their defender won't be able to control the ball fast enough. And if your striker can't get to it first, then there is a big chance of their defenders just tapping it in past their goalkeeper. Another one is that they've made improvements to the ball physics, where shots rebounding off the goalposts have lost too much speed before. So again, they're aiming to address some small problems that they've had with the game. Also, and this is quite a big one, that they've improved goalkeeping positioning from corner kicks. If you take a short corner kick, you can get a ball in, and many times you'll be able to score because the keeper won't come out to save it. It'll float over his head, or it'll get close to him, but another striker will be able to nick in front of it, and you'll get an easy goal from it. And no matter how much you hold wide, however much you try and bring the keeper out, he's not going to make it if he's in the wrong position to start with. The next improvement is made to player switching from corners and free kicks, so I assume they're making it easier. Be a bit bad if they weren't, but I guess it's just to help you. If you see a man running, you can change to the right player and you can mark him easily than before. The next one is general fixes for player control celebrations. So I guess there may have been points where you're trying to do a certain celebration and it sees it like you're holding it in a position where you're tapping it with the right stick, but they've sorted that out, so it should be easier now. Also, this is one that I've found quite a few times, found it to be annoying, is that the cutscene before, when you'd be given a yellow card and the referee would be giving you some sort of gesture telling you've done something wrong, they can now be skipped in this new update, which is very nice because it really brings a stop to the gameplay, and you kind of have to take a moment to sit back and wait for you to get back in the match, which can be really annoying. They have now improved the general responsiveness of shooting as well, which is quite nice because the player usually, like before the updates happened, the player has had to pause and really set himself before the shot. So now, if you're in the right position, you should be able to shoot straight away. And finally, in the gameplay aspects, some minor improvements to passing responsiveness when the ball is in the air, which could be quite nice because there have been a few times where I've tried to get my man to head the ball, but he's jetted it down a play to pass, which gives the opposition a chance to nip in and take the ball. Also now, some changes to Pro Clubs and Ultimate Team. In Pro Clubs, they've increased the XP required for the higher overall ratings in Pro Clubs. Then this may mean that if you're a higher rating, then after this update your rating might drop, but that's purely because of the amount of XP that you've earned might not have been enough to get to your rating if it were after this update. And this next one is pleasing me very much, as it's addressed an issue where the player's customised facial features did not display properly in a game. And that's happened to me. I created a really horrific player character, which you'll see on screen now. And when I got into a game, none of my savings were there. My name was R. Bennett. I hadn't changed anything, and the player was just a generic character. So now they've changed it. Everyone else who's playing it will be able to see how dodgy my player now looks. Anyway, back now onto Ultimate Team, and now the Ultimate Team's single player difficulty no longer defaults to your other CPU settings, which I guess makes it more useful, so you can change the difficulty for Ultimate Team if you've got a really poor team and you want to just get through some levels, or if you want to get a real challenge and see if you can get a weak team against, like the team of the week, a very strong team, and challenge yourself. They've also addressed an issue where the player is forced to substitute an injured player during matches, which again is useful in some ways. I guess I'm not sure. But they've also corrected the crossing and shooting text in custom tactics for Ultimate Team. And now in career mode, they've addressed a situation where the CPU AI would frequently leave star players on the bench, which happened to me again when I was playing Real Madrid. They didn't have Ramos in the defence. And now with visual changes, they've added new components with the Premier League broadcasting package again. Also updated team kits, banners and flags for these two teams. One I can't pronounce, one's just called Tigre. And also the goalkeeper now correctly celebrates after catching the final penalty. They've also now addressed frame rate issues during the pre-match skill game, which could, I guess, affect your score, but that doesn't have much effect on the overall game. They've also addressed the problem where the fog from a player's breath is in the wrong position, but it's just minor tweaks like this that they're making it more immersive each year. And with the final update, which is some general overlay fixes, that is the end of the video. This is all that comes from the first new FIFA 17 update. If you enjoyed this video and or found it useful, be sure to hit the like button to show your support. Leave a comment with any new video ideas that you want to see me do, and subscribe to know when these videos come out. Thank you.